Hello, my name is Mike. It's a common name, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are not on NexusCraft. We're also not on Basics of Bedrock. Today we are on one of my first survival worlds, which I actually called Survival World. I was very dumb. It's a survival world that I had made when I had first started getting back into Minecraft around 2019. My idea for this world was that I would make a series out of it on YouTube, but never did. So I decided that I'd finally showcase this world off. Let's get straight into it. Okay, so starting off, we have this area here. This was my base camp. So if we go up there, we do a flyby. We have my house. This was my OG, my first house that I had built. This is the first thing that I had built on the world. Obviously, you guys know the deal. Before getting iron armor, that's how we do things. This was my first dog. Upstairs would have been the bedroom, which I kind of got rid of. And this chair right here is very important. Why is it very important, you might be asking? Well, as you can see, it looks out on the outpost right there, like directly in the center. And my whole idea for this world was that I'd have some sort of story where it would be a fight against the pillagers. I would have this entire base camp just to kill villagers, and then I'd have other things. But if we go downstairs to the basement, we have this thing which I still think looks pretty nice right now. Like to this day, I like the floor, and we have just some basic stuff in here. Over here is Nether Tree Farms, which I had made for when the Nether update came out, but I believe, if I'm not wrong, I brought this world up to the beta version because I was so hyped for Netherite and I really wanted to get on that grind. Right here was a giant tree which had an enchantment table here, but I then had to move the enchantment table, so now it's where I keep all my dogs. And if we go down here, we have the mine shaft. So you have barrels for storage there, and then you could just fly down. If I was good, I could just... Okay, whatever, I'm running. You could just walk down, and you would get to the mine shaft-like entrance area, which, again, I thought this was a really cool build, incorporating the lava in it, a bunch of furnaces. In this room, we had sweet berries because I never wanted to go hungry when I was mining. Here is the mine that I had. Yes, I did just mine in a straight line for a very long time. There it is. And then let's go back. I need to get more rockets. Okay. And then in this partially broken room, we had... Did I just suffocate? Why am I walking through blocks right now? We had a slime farm that I had made, but never finished because I could not. I built this as like one of the first projects in the world, and I don't know why I did. I think at this time all I had was an efficiency for pickaxe, diamond pick, and that was about it. Maybe iron armor too. So I mined that out, and I placed all the platforms for it to be a slime farm, but never got around to actually doing collection systems and attraction systems. We could do an overhead view of that. There it is. Just one giant chunk. We also had sweet berries there, and there's all the blocks that I used for it. You know what? I haven't been here in a while, so let's check out what I have used. I had boots. I had a bow. Lots of dirt. Lots of cobble. More cobble. A set of basic diamond armor, I guess. Diamonds. Okay, I'll take that. slime balls, more stone. And that was it. I think I'm forgetting one thing. Yes, I am. This area never really had a style to it, so I kind of just went with whatever I thought looked cool. I built this little slaughterhouse factory type of thing, I guess is how you could say it, which was supposed to be a cow farm. Cows despawned. What happened is you'd push this button. So you'd come up here to feed the cows. Once they were fed, you'd push that, which would dump water, which would then send the baby cows down to here. And then once they grew up, you were able to push that, give lava, and they would drop their items. So we have this really unsuspecting area, and I think this was one of my favorite builds. Yeah, I'd say this was one of my favorite builds of the entire world. More dogs, because who doesn't need more dogs? And this was the mob spawner room. This was, I believe, for a skeleton spawner. You'd stand in this corner right here, wait for them to drop, and just kill them. Again, more sweetberry farm if I need food, chest, all that good stuff. You come down here, we had what was going to be the start of a pumpkin and melon farm, but then I lost inspiration for the world. We have a bunch of random items in here, and this was another enchanting area, and this was actually an auto sorter. I think we can break back there, yeah. I don't want to break too much because I know I have water going through here, and I don't want to screw everything up. But just trust me on this, it would sort the arrows, the bones, and then just everything else would be sorted down into this chest, where I had it connected to a furnace so that whenever it'd be processed, it would just be burnt. Just be burnt for levels. Here's like an overview. This entire mountain was built by scratch. This was like my intro to terraforming. And I mean, it could probably look better, but I think it was good as a start. I really like the nether portal design on this one. Now this was my nether hub. Yes, I never did anything with it, but I do have an ice pathway here, so that's good, I guess. Going all the way over here, we have, if I can do it nice, okay, there we go. We have my villager town. I was gonna make it. Let me explain. This here was supposed to be, here's a better way to explain it. You know that game Subnautica? Well, this was supposed to be inspired by that, where we had all these different, this would have been a lot of connected tubes where it would go in, up, and around, and the villagers would roam freely, and maybe I'd name tag them so that I'd know what trades they'd have. But just getting villagers in here in the first place was really hard, so I just decided to keep 3 villagers, I believe. Yeah, this guy, this was the mending villager, I believe, yeah. And then just the stone villager because I had so much stone from the mine. And we have another enchanting table because I was getting a lot of levels from this. And that's about it. A lot of things happened in this world, and I made a lot of great memories from it. I'm obviously not going to get back on the world again, but I think this might be a thing that I do more often where I just showcase worlds that I've had. If you guys would be down for that, I am totally down to doing world tours, but it's all up to you guys. We are out and it's nighttime. Good thing I have a bed right there. Okay, so if you would just fly over here, keep going. I was looking for a mountain range when I wanted to make this, but not just any one, a really insane looking one, so I went with this right here because I thought this looked really nice. And if you look up, you have the first and really only building of what would have been my new base, which I think it came out really well, but I never finished it. I actually did make a copy of this world and then put it in creative, where I finished it, and the build looked really good, but I never got around to finishing it here. Obviously, there's no interior, it's just the exterior, which I don't mind. I really like the exterior. I think that might be it for all of the builds that I made on here. So if we just go over to the village or town thing and out the door, we can swim up where this was meant to be my like industrial district kind of area, you could say. And I had one actually fully functional, fully made farm, which is a creeper farm, which if we go over here, we can go up a bubble elevator and we will have the entire build. So this was powered by a trident killer, I believe. So if I just stood here and held it, I would get looting effect. And then I could go down here and collect all the gunpowder. And yeah, I had a paper in here. And then just the way to get out would be you hit the button if you're on the right spot and you just fall down. And that's it. I believe that's actually everything. So I want to thank you guys all for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps out a ton. If you don't want to subscribe, completely fine. Just like this video so that it gets pushed to people who would like my content. Comment down below if you guys want to see more world tours. I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.